Alright, I gotta make another video here. I wasn't done talking. Gary Yourofsky. Okay, um, so this personal experience that I have had, which led me to contact Gary Yourofsky, the colonoscopy, the requirement to have a colonoscopy done because of the diet, my poor diet that this experience I feel like I inflicted upon myself. Um, if I could go back and not do that, then it would have been great. Because not great to have the colonoscopy done. So there was definitely some things I could have done differently with my diet. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I did that to myself because right around the time, within a month or two, after like within a couple months after I changed my diet, where I was uh, eliminating all these foods, I wasn't eating all these foods because I was concerned about bugs being in these foods. So my diet was very limited because of that. Because I did not want to eat bugs. So like after having to do this colonoscopy procedure, having a polyp removed from my colon, very serious uh, experience for me. Might not be serious for other people who've had even more serious experiences, but for me, it was a very serious experience. So something I want to avoid in the future. So I have to think like, well, I guess I need to not be so picky, not be so concerned about uh, the whether or not bugs will be in my food issue. It's very disgusting and it disturbs me, but I gotta I gotta eat healthy for my body. I gotta just make exceptions when it comes to certain things because there are foods that I eat now that I wasn't eating previously, but because I'm making exceptions because I don't want to have another colonoscopy done because of poor diet. I don't want my insides to be hurting where I have to go in and get a colonoscopy and have a polyp removed again. Because that's the only. Other than that, I didn't really get much of an explanation from the doctor about why the polyp was there to begin with. So I had to come to the conclusion that, well, this happened because it was like within a month or so of when I changed my diet. So I changed my diet in a couple months. Within a couple months, I have to go and get a colonoscopy. So I had the logically it was because of the diet that I had been following, the very limited diet. So I had to make exceptions. So I was eating wheat again after that, and other fruits and vegetables and grains and things. So I could still follow the vegan diet. So that was the important thing to me. I didn't want to have to be told, well, you have to get a colonoscopy because you have this polyp here, and because of this, you're gonna. I didn't want a doctor to tell me that because you're having this condition, that means you have to eat animal products again. That would have been bad. I'd have been like, well, I can't. But yeah, I had to make the exception with things that may or may not have bugs in it. I have to just leave it as at that. Like, is it really a guarantee, or is it just possible that these types of things might have bugs in them? These fruits and vegetables, grains. I just have to well, I gotta eat something. I gotta be healthy. So I guess the only other thing I was gonna say was I sent this email message to Gary Yourofsky uh, on his Adapt uh, website, explaining my personal experience, the issue I was having with how I was disturbed about there being bugs in certain foods, and I was trying to remember exactly what how he responded because this whole colonoscopy experience was several years ago. So it's 2021 now, and hmm, several years. I'm thinking it was like 2013, 2014. So yeah, so it's 2021 now. So several years ago. I've been good since then. And one thing that was bad about the colonoscopy, having to have that done, I didn't have health insurance at the time. So I got this really huge bill. So I was in a lot of medical debt. Um, which I was paying it off for years. And the hospital contacted me, and they were willing to forgive a large amount of the debt. So I was able to pay that off a lot sooner. So that was appreciated by. I appreciated that because it's very frustrating, depressing when you have a lot of medical debt. But that was because I didn't have insurance, and when you don't have insurance, it's very expensive when you have to have a colonoscopy done. So that was several years ago. So I was trying to remember what exactly did Gary Yourofsky tell me when I explained to him how I was concerned about bugs being in food. I think he said something like chill out or relax, and I think he made the point of uh, we're not whether or not there's bugs in food. It's not we're not directly uh, contributing to the suffering of the mass system of animal agriculture. I think he put it like just about being uh, the vegan motto about like causing the least amount of harm possible. Like we can only do so much, basically. I think that was the gist of it. You got to eat something. You can only do so much, but the important thing is to cause the least amount of harm. So that's a good philosophy to live by. To cause on this planet in your life to cause the least amount of harm that you can. So that's something that Gary Yourofsky has made a point of, and I've heard elsewhere. Like um, having a vegan diet is a very uh, noble thing. It's a very great way to have an impact on the world by you're not contributing to the negative impact of animal agriculture. You're not contributing to that. You're saving lives basically. You're saving the lives of the animals that you would have eaten, and you're not contributing to the detrimental effect of animal agriculture when it comes to environment, the people that are starving, because of the food that we're feeding the animals when we could be feeding the people that are starving, and you're not contributing to, you're not supporting the deforestation. Um, so you're not, by having a vegan diet, you're not contributing to all the bad things that are involved, like the cruelty. That's a big one too. So you're not contributing to all of that. So that's a good thing. So Gary Yourofsky, yeah, caused the least amount of harm with the vegan diet. So I suppose that's it. I suppose I've said enough here about Gary Yourofsky. There might be other things I could say. And maybe at another time I might think of other things, but I suppose this is good enough. Like with Earthling Ed, I could have said more, but I just, just cover the main, just cover the main points, and uh, say say how I feel about certain things, and uh, good that I shared my personal experience, and I like that I was able to reach out to him, and I contacted him, and he responded to me, so that was nice. Well, I should be eating right now. I got dishes to put away, and I've made enough of these videos about Gary Yourofsky. Uh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, Scottish oatmeal. Scottish oatmeal is really good. It's better than the other kind of oatmeal. I think I did mention that. That's fine. I'll mention it again. I recommend Scottish oatmeal, and I'm having some. I guess it's like nice cream, but I just blended up some dates because I'm pretty much almost out of fruit here, uh, unfortunately. So I have still a lot of dates in my freezer. So I just blended up some dates and with water, some water, and I put it in a container with in the freezer for a couple hours. So it's even if it wasn't in the freezer, being similar to ice cream, it would still be fine. It'd be like a pudding. It's kind of like a pudding consistency, pureed date. Okay, so I guess that's enough then. Gary Yourofsky, he might sound harsh sometimes, but sometimes you have to be harsh to know the reality of things when it comes to animal agriculture. The truth is horrible, but if you're going to eat animal products, which you shouldn't, there's a lot of reasons why you shouldn't. Those that eat animal products, he shows you why you shouldn't. So I highly recommend checking out Gary Yourofsky. Mainly check out his the video titled "The Best Speech Ever," where he covers all the main points of veganism.